it takes a lot of time and effort into developing your skills. So you're always like based on one area. Like you could do sword, like long blade, but in Oblivion you could be a master of everything almost instantly. Here's a quick one. When you are running, your fatigue should not go up. Now the replay value of Oblivion was almost nothing. If you're gonna play it, the first time you play it, I'll admit it is pretty fun, considering it's just, I don't know, it's an average medieval hack and slash. But the second time you play it, it's just, I mean, you've done everything. There's just, you already know what everything's about because there's so few quests. It's easy to do them all in one playthrough. But in Morrowind, it had so many factions, so many quests, it's almost impossible to do it in one playthrough. Actually, it is impossible without using the console, because you can only choose one of the 3 houses, quest line you can do. And even without that, there's no way in less than, I don't know, 5 months straight that you would be able to finish all the quests, considering how much they have, especially when you include the expansions, which were great, by the way. Alright, the money system in Oblivion. Do I need to say more than merchants had infinite gold? I mean, really? I mean, all you have to do is, once you've unlocked that part of the quest, just go into Oblivion Gate, grab all the armor with your feather spells, of course, and sell it all and repeat the process a million times. Because, you know, the sellers didn't run out of gold. Like magic. A lot of people say that they don't play Morrowind because of the graphics or the combat, because they were awful. Well, when Morrowind came out, its graphics were top of the line. Only really high-end computers could even run it, especially during the Ashland storms. They were amazing graphics when it came out. Well, the combat, it could have been better. I admit that. It had a good concept, like I've said. Could have been better. But in Oblivion, I know it does have good graphics and combat, with the exception of third person, which was only made to look at your character. The combat and graphics in it were good, but that comes with time. It's not really relevant when it comes to these kind of games. Another one of the huge mistakes of Oblivion was the level scaling, where you could go out into the world. There'd always be rats everywhere when you first start out, and then you get a couple levels up. Everything's a wolf now, or something. And everything is exactly your level, and it's never like you can go to a place and it'll be too hard for you, because they're always at your level. And then once you got to level 20, every bandit had glass armor and every orc had Daedric armor. It was just so stupid. How did they magically get that? In Morrowind, there were a maximum of up to 3 complete Daedric sets, but not complete 3 Daedrics. There's 3 Daedric curses, 3 Greaves, only 1 Daedric right pauldron, and 2 Daedric left pauldrons. There's couple, I think there's 2 sets of Daedric gauntlets. Anyway, there was just, Daedric armor was supposed to be really, really difficult to get. It shouldn't be just something you can get right as soon as you go into Oblivion Gate, as long as you're a high enough level. It shouldn't depend on your level. There should be specific places or people that have it. The guy in Telfer, I forget his name. He had a complete set. He was the only one with a complete set of Daedric armor, with the exception of a helmet in Morrowind. It was a lot more realistic. I'd just like to say that Oblivion had consolitis, which is when a series originally made for PCs and PC gaming was made so that people on consoles would have it easier than people on PCs. You notice how the GUI in Oblivion, you go to your character menu and the fonts were blinding huge, just so people 7 feet away from their TVs could read it. It just made no sense. But on Morrowind, you'd just go into your menu, and then it'd have this small little text, and it'd be a lot less clicksome, for lack of a better word. It just it was made it was made more so that people with consoles could get it, just because it's a bigger market, which is better marketing, I guess, but it's just not, it lowers the gameplay value. Now, my concluding thoughts, I'm sure I haven't hit all the aspects of it. I'm sure there's a lot more problems with Oblivion, a lot more things about Morrowind I haven't said, and maybe even one or two more faults of Morrowind. But anyway, I'd just like to say that I think there is hope for the next Elder Scrolls game, because Bethesda did a really good job with Fallout 3, with a few exceptions. But Fallout 3 was a really good game, and if I'm going to see more stuff like that from Bethesda, then I think the Elder Scrolls 5 will be a pretty decent game, better than Oblivion was. I hope they're reading online forums and stuff to see how Morrowind fans are responding to Oblivion, so they can even out the game more and make it so that even new players can still play it, but it won't be so easy that anyone can play it. It should be like it should take effort into playing the game. It shouldn't just be something anyone can play casually. I like how Morrowind was it was a deep RPG game. And yeah. Well, I'm sure I've passed the 10-minute limit, so I'm gonna have to split this video into multiple parts. Goodbye.